There is a slight possibility that we might get a sudden influx of people tonight. Just a heads up. But I have no idea what that'll be like, so... So, game number 4 in the Blackwell series by Wajrai Games. Oh, that could be so. I have it kind of loud. Maybe that's a little bit better, but I don't know. Usually in the recordings that I play back, it sounds fine, but I don't know. I just turned my mic up a bit too. Don't know why it would sound quiet. I mean, the OBS mic thing is turned all the way up, and the proprietary sound thing is turned up to like only 12%. So I don't know why that would be the case. You know what? Might as well check the control panel real quick. Oh shoot! The lights almost went out again. That's not good. So back to, I guess Dota 2 is not gonna be responsible for my technical difficulties tonight. Audio devices. Hang on just a minute. Yeah, it is set to the correct microphone. Okay, seems like I'm alright now. Because you know, a few streams ago the mic was set to what's it called? A lower setting than it is now, and I raised it, so if anything it should be better now. So let's pretend that slight issue never happened, and let's hope that Dota 2 doesn't kill us tonight. And let's talk about the game, why don't we? We can play with our walk speed put all the way up, which I will. And why not? Let's begin a new game. That's usually the best thing to do when you're starting to play a game. So, previously on the Blackwell series, Rosangela put on an ad on the internet for her ghost cleansing services, I suppose. And apparently a yacht owner, which someone purchased at a police auction, always a smart idea, is apparently doing some weird stuff, detaching itself and floating in the midst of the Hudson River. So we've been hired to find out what's going on.
Anybody here? We're coming aboard.
Coming aboard?
Well,
What would you say?
Not that.
yeah, that's what it seems like in the title screen, but if you play the actual game, the character portraits are a bit more cartoony now.
Joey, my ever-present shadow. If it says anything, I can't see it from this angle.
And the walking speed sure is turned up all the way, as you can see by her doing the power walk. And much like in the second game onward, you can switch to different characters. You can switch to Joey, who can float out here, and see what this carving is about.
It says Ryan and June? Guess it's some couple.
And we do have our notebook, except we have a phone now. It's a my phone, as you can see. Yep, it's happening. This is indeed a new game. There are 5 installments in this series, and this is installment number 4. And I see that Steve has made it here. So our my phone is where we keep our notes. Currently it's Ryan and June. And we can do a web search and check our email. Apparently Paul Meltzer, whose brother I guess was the villain of the third game, left town. here's an email from Tomo again. Rel Day Books. Apparently Rosa wrote another story called The Actor and the Artist, and she even got them to accept it, but it didn't do that well. Park Gallery, oh boy, still profiting from the dead guy's work. Susan Lee from the first game doesn't remember us, apparently. That's kind of weird. R. Lauder. Oh, Raj really Lauder. I think we got an email from one of the characters from the Shiva. That's a bit of an Easter egg for you, I guess, if you follow the inter-games continuity. And Susan Lee again. Doesn't have a good memory. But we can do a web search. But it doesn't seem to be yielding anything right now, so into the yacht we go, I suppose.
Creepy.
Just our kind of place.
Oh boy. Yeah, this place does seem creepy, but we can interact with the 2 question marks. Oh shit.
Anybody here?
Minor rave party.
Anything?
Going on.
Nothing yet.
Oh.
What the heck was that?
Yeah, we seem to be having a few rave parties,
moving.
but
Yeah, I noticed.
apparently we
There's
haven't
nobody
dropped
on board
any
but us.
frames.
Yeah, I
never
noticed that
mind.
too.
So we've definitely got a ghost.
Yeah, we do.
We're dropping a few frames, unfortunately. Don't know what's going on. I'm guessing Dota 2 tournament. Again. But it's back, so
Joey, my
I guess we can have a chat with Joey about this suddenly moving ship.
Joey, I'd like to talk to you.
What's going on?
Shame that door to the upper deck is locked.
For you it is, maybe. For me, not so much.
Well, how do you know that if you haven't tried it yet? Also dropped frames.
That's all for now.
Yeah,
I guess we could try it, climbing the ladder.
Locked.
Well, there you go. Now you know that it's locked. So let's go into this door instead. See what we can find in this place. Don't know why she went back there for a second. Quite a bit of booze back here.
Hey, Joey. Looks like I found a ghost.
Oh,
you're going to say spirits, aren't you?
Maybe.
I'm just gonna pretend you never said anything.
so apparently someone's rather fond of bad puns. There is a vent up here,
Looks like an air vent that goes into the room above. It's held into place with a few screws.
but it's screwed shut. So let's see. There's
Looks
a
like
cabinet.
a cabinet to me.
So what's in the cabinet?
Empty.
Nothing, apparently.
There's something funny about this wall.
So these are some knots,
It's a knot in the wall.
which we can press inward. But apparently we don't know how to do it, because if we just press them at random, they just pop back out. So let's switch to Joey, why not? And try to investigate the this upper door here.
Alright, who's there? Somebody's piloting this tub and it's not me. I knew it.
Oh boy. Some interstream drama going on there, apparently. And sure enough, here's our ghost.
That suit should have been abandoned 20 pounds ago.
Let's see what he
Hey,
has to
chum,
say.
how's tricks?
What? How did you get here?
I just wanna...
Get off my boat! Get off or I'll shoot you dead!
Oh boy.
Right. Look, why don't you put that toy down and... Ow! What the hell? That hurt!
Get off!
Listen. Whoa. Hey, alright, I'm going.
Joey, what was that noise? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Yeah. Looks like we got a spook after all. And he's packing heat.
You mean he's got a gun? Were you shot?
Yeah. Sorta.
Sorta. What happened? Does it hurt?
Stings a lot, yeah. But it's going away now.
Oh boy, more dropped frames, but hopefully not too many. And also we're dealing with a guy with a ghost gun. That's interesting. So, we do have a few things that we can look at in here. Apparently there's a map gizmo here.
Ah, right. Looks like I'm screwing with airborne signals again. Whatever this thing is, it's flickering like mad.
Yep, Joey does have some interference with the map.
A bunch of books. None of them look useful.
Some books, a key.
It's a key. Looks like it's about to fall off that peg.
And, you know, little hint there about what you're supposed to do. Use Joey's wind power to blow the key off the peg. And there you have it.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
But there's also, I might as well do that again. And sure enough, we can blow the key.
I've moved it as far as it'll go.
Oh, never mind. Apparently it won't go any farther than that. But we can look at this diagram here.
I can't make heads or tails out of this thing.
So apparently each of these things corresponds to a letter. Maybe we go back to Rosa and return here. Maybe climb onto the bed.
Not sure what the point of that was.
Maybe to
No good. It's screwed tightly in place.
to interact with the vent. It's screwed tightly in place, but luckily we do have a dime, which apparently works
Got it.
just as well as a screwdriver. And we can slightly reach into this room to get the key. Not sure what the key opens, but we do
There's
have
something funny about this wall.
this wall of nuts, which corresponds to the diagram. So we might have to press these nuts in a certain order.
I'm not going through the vent.
So let's go back and look at the diagram one more time to try to figure out what we're supposed to do with it. Well, it has letters, but if you might remember, there was a carving on the side of the boat that said Ryan and June. And sure enough, the letters needed to spell out June are here, so it's this one, that one, in the corner, and these two. Let's try to remember that as we return to the naughty wall.
There's something funny about this wall.
And press them in that order. This, and these two.
Holy moolah!
Will you look at that?
There's gotta be over $1 million in there.
I know it's tempting, kid, but I say leave that alone. Nobody ever leaves that kind of dough just lying around. Nobody we want to meet anyway.
Don't worry, Joey. I'm not stupid. It's just, wow. I've never seen so much money.
I know, dear, I know. You can look, but don't touch.
Oh boy. So we did find a bunch of money in the wall, apparently.
Stacks of $100 bills. There must be over 100 of them.
Oh boy.
That's interesting. Each stack has the same wrapper around them. And they all have the same letters printed on them. GCT. What's that?
Here
Sounds
we
like a
go.
clue to where the money came from.
Yeah, looks like my suspicions came true and there are a bunch more people here now. Apparently we've been featured somewhere. Wouldn't know where that is, truly.
I think we're done with this wall. Who hides dough like this away on a yacht? Nobody I'd like to meet in a dark alley, that's for sure.
And, yep. Watch out what you say in this chat, just gonna say that right now. We do have this key, maybe we can use that to unlock the upper door. But we don't need to climb the ladder first. Oh boy. Apparently there's some suspicions going on.
Fits perfectly.
Yeah, there we have it. The door is unlocked now, so we can investigate
What the
this
hell are
room.
you doing here? Talk fast.
Whoa, relax. I'm just here to talk.
Talk? Talk is cheap, and so is life.
Hey, wait, no!
Huh? I shot you. How are you still standing?
I'm so glad that worked.
My aim's off. It's gotta be the stress. Who are you?
So,
I'm
I'm a cop, of course.
I'm with the police.
No, I don't think so. You don't look like any cop I've ever seen. Did someone from the bank send you?
Bank? What bank?
What bank? You don't know?
I'm afraid not.
You're serious? You don't even know who I am, do you? So, what do I do with you? You don't look like a cop, and you're not with the bank. That only leaves... Oh, I get it. You're a stowaway, aren't you? Boy, did you choose the wrong boat. Look, I have no time to deal with this right now. I'm not going to shoot you again. Just go below and stay out of my way.
Well, yeah, sure enough, I got this prompt. Well, I don't know, I'm not really saying anything about what's going on in the chat. Any opinions expressed in the chat are purely those of the people who type them. Just gonna say that now. So I'm sort of paying attention to the game instead. We have enough notes that we can combine them. Like the GCT written on the money and the mention of a bank.
GCT could stand for a bank's name. Easy enough to find out. Time for a little cross-referencing. Thought so. There are a lot of GCTs out there, but only the Grant City Trust seems to be a bank.
Yep, Grant City Trust. So apparently she looked up the name of the bank, but nothing on it. So... Wait. Did I forget that already? Grant. Never mind. And sure enough, apparently we found a story about a bank robber called Ryan Jacobs, who was killed, but the money was not found on the boat. And we already checked the email. So maybe we could cross-reference the bank robbery with the name Ryan. Oh boy.
According to my web search, Ryan stole that money from the Grant City Trust.
Yeah, sure enough. Maybe we can talk to him about that now.
Excuse me.
What do you want? I'm busy.
The bank robbery, of course.
I know about the Grant City Trust.
What about him?
I know you robbed them.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter if you know. They can't catch me now.
You used to work for them, didn't you?
You bet I did. 30 years of service, and they were going to lay me off without a second thought. Well, I certainly showed them. I just gotta get to Boston. Once I get there, I'm free and clear.
Apparently this guy's trying to get to Boston.
Boston? What's in Boston?
I have a cousin with a private plane. That's what. Once I get to Boston, I'm going to dump this yacht and take a one-way trip to anywhere.
So you're not stopping until we get to Boston?
Not a chance. So make yourself comfortable.
I don't know. So we're going to Boston, it looks like, in this world of ghosts.
So how far are we from Boston now?
Well, let's see. According to my satellite navigation system, we are just outside of Greece? That's impossible. Something must be interfering with the navigation system. It'll fix itself in a minute.
So there's a bit of a hint there as to what you solve this little puzzle here. If Joey gets close to the map, it changes the picture on it. I'm not entirely certain what it
Looks like a
is
satellite navigation. The map on the screen shows our position as just outside of Boston Harbor.
Yep, we're right outside Boston Harbor.
Excuse me.
What do you want? I'm busy.
We've gotten to Boston, so how far are we?
So how far are we from Boston now?
Well, let's see. According to my satellite navigation system, we are... Look at that. According to this, we're a mile outside of Boston Harbor. I feel like I've been piloting this boat near forever. I've got to go on deck and take a look. What a beautiful sight this is going to be.
Except... it's not gonna work quite as well as he expected, because we're still in the Hudson.
Ryan?
That's the George Washington Bridge.
That's right.
This isn't Boston.
No, it's not.
How is this possible? How can I still be in New York? I've been piloting this boat for I don't know how long. I must have left New York waters by now.
How long, Ryan?
What?
Just how long have you been piloting this boat?
I don't know. I grabbed the money a few hours after closing time. That must have been 9 p.m.? I came straight to the boat, so it's only been a few hours. Right?
Right.
I hid the money down below. I set out. And then I heard sirens. The harbor police on the bullhorn. They boarded. No, they didn't get me. They couldn't have. I was so desperate to get away. I had my gun. I missed. They shot back. That's all I remember. They did get me.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
For 30 years, they made me bleed, and they finally killed me once and for all. Excuse me, this is a lot to take in.
Yep. So it looks like we finally dealt with the spook. Spook's denial. So it's time to take care of this guy for good.
Say, Ryan?
Just leave me alone.
He doesn't want to talk, so let's just offer him the time.
Hey, Ryan? I'm gonna have to ask you to take this.
What is it?
It's to help you on your way.
My way?
Yes, Ryan. It's time for you to move on.
Yes, I guess it's time.
Yep, it's time to move on. This will presumably be the title sequence again. Oh look, this place is different.
I think I went a bit mad. It's all so clear to me now. My wife died. Did I tell you about that?
Her name was June.
Yes, cancer. It wasn't pretty. But when she died, I kind of lost it. My work suffered quite a bit. Maybe they had no choice but to fire me, but I thought that 30 years of service was worth something. I guess I was wrong. Strange. Why is this all so obvious to me now that I'm dead?
I don't know.
I wish I knew.
Still, the bank will never get their money back. I made sure they paid for that, at least.
Well, we could return the money, take the money, but he can't take it, so might as well tell him to return it.
We found the money. We'll have to return it to them.
I know that's the right thing to do, but you won't get the chance.
Then what are you talking about?
You'll find out. June, if you're out there, I'm coming.
Well, I guess that's the end of him.
Say, darling, you wouldn't know how to pilot this floating crate, would you?
No. Why?
'Cause we've increased speed by, a lot, and we're headed straight towards the Jersey Shore.
What? Is that what he meant?
But who meant?
Never mind. All these buttons are Greek to me. What do we do?
Can you swim?
Yeah, apparently we don't know how to pilot a boat, so the only way to escape this catastrophic
Hey, careful!
situation is to
Oh
jump.
God. Oh God.
You ready?
No.
Jump!
Ah!
I can't take you anywhere.
Shut up. I'm wet. I'm filthy. And I'm in New Jersey.
Clearly
Relax,
the
will
worst
you?
part
We
of it.
saved another one. Score another point for us.
Yeah. That yacht is completely totaled.
The $2 million as well.
We are so not getting paid.
Not one lead cent.
So that was completely worth it. And I guess I accurately guessed the opening sequence being part of it. Do the lights usually go out like that in New York? I don't think they do. And we get a little intro credit sequence, I suppose. I don't think we get something like that in the previous games, but there's our friend again, Dave Gilbert, who made all these games. His masterful writing allows us to enjoy this. Yes, it is Senior. I see you caught that as well.
Crashed into the New Jersey City dock walls. Fortunately, nobody was injured.
Who'd be calling me now? Joey, could you,
Right.
hello?
Hi, is this Rosangela?
Yes. Who's this?
It's been a while. This is Jeremy Sams.
Jeremy? Oh, Jeremy, yeah. Are you still at the Village Eye?
Oh, God, no. I left there a year ago. I work at the City Post now.
Really? That's a big step up. Congratulations.
Thanks. I actually hoped you could help me with an article I'm working on.
Me?
I've come down with the flu or something really bad. I need to follow up on some interviews and the window is closing. Can you help? Come on, you'll be paid, and you can share the byline.
Well, tell me what it is first.
Awesome. Come on over and we'll chat. Thanks a mil, Rosangela.
So, we're moonlighting as reporters now?
I used to work with Jeremy. He's okay. And the extra money won't hurt. The City Post is a pretty important paper. Maybe they'll want a spiritual news column.
I doubt it.
Well, I think Rosangela is a slightly more normal name than, say, Natalie Portmanteau.
A few months ago, they tore down the building across the way. They're building another one, but in the meantime, it's nice to have a view.
See, a story of my life. A story of the life of anyone who lives in an apartment building in a big city, really. And has a view to the outside, but... So yeah, this is our apartment, I guess. These photos are still here and the bear's still here.
It's Griff, the PI bear. He's 30 years old, but doesn't look a day over 20.
And the pictures, which I think are from the previous games. Yeah, sure enough, there's this. Apparently she has nothing to say about that now. And a picture of Joey with her grandmother and her father and aunt. And a corkboard.
Just some old articles, bills, and reminders. Nothing important.
And our computer is still here, but...
I don't have time to do any writing. And if I need to use the internet, I've got my phone.
Apparently she quit writing and she won't use that to look up anything anymore because now she does it on her phone. So getting shoved into the 21st century, I suppose. And what you know, the phone is also used as a directory for the map. So let's go to Jeremy's place and see what that call was about.
It's open. Come on in. I'll be out in a sec.
No one had a
Is
baby with a
this
ghost.
how high-rolling reporters live nowadays?
Sorry about that. I haven't been feeling well, as I said. Who's your friend?
Well,
Is something wrong?
no, nothing at all. Someone sneezed in the next room, but... What? This is the guy who called us. I don't think we expected him to be dead. The ghosts don't reproduce, actually. That's kind of a misinterpretation, but...
Jeremy? Are you dead?
I certainly feel sick enough to be dead. I haven't been able to leave the apartment in 2 days. I just caught a nasty bug or something. Horrible timing. I'm on the verge of something really big. That's why I need your help.
You need our help, all right.
Sorry, but who are you?
I'm with her.
This is Joey. He's kind of my
He's my assistant, I guess.
assistant.
An assistant? Really?
You've definitely come a long way since the Village Eye.
You could say that.
Joining the
Well,
ranks
it's
of the
nice to meet you,
bourgeoisie.
Joey. I like the hat. Anyway, how about we get down to business?
Yeah, about that business.
Are you sure there's nothing else wrong with you?
It's just the flu, nothing to worry about. I'll be fine in a few days. I just want to get this article submitted before it's too late.
Well, if you say so. So let us get right to business.
All right, Jeremy, tell me about this article of yours.
Brilliant. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Do you know where the City Post news office is?
I think so.
This flu is making it hard to remember everything, but I kept pretty good notes. Just go up there and tell them I sent you. My notebook is on my desk. I'd go myself, but I'm not exactly up to snuff.
Snuff is the word.
Joey!
What?
So what do you say? Will you help me?
Yes, of course I'll help. It's what I do.
Well, there they go. Goodbye, people, I guess. Goodbye, 40 plus viewers. That was an interesting experience, but we can't focus on that because we need to go to this newspaper office because we were sent there by this guy that doesn't know he's dead. We can ask him about himself.
So, Jeremy, tell me about yourself. We never got much of a chance to talk back then.
Me? I was born upstate. Moved here after college. Wrote freelance for a bunch of papers, including the Village Eye. Not much else to tell, really.
Apparently someone stayed. I had a feeling you were the only one to do that, but might as well. Oh. Well, there's still a bunch of people here, but I'm guessing they just haven't have time to disappear. So back to this. What does this guy need again?
Remind me.
The first thing is go over to the City Post news office and we'll take it from there. The receptionist should let you in.
Well, let's see how well that works.
Well, I better get going.
Thanks. I really appreciate this, Rosangela.
Yeah, look, you can call me Rosa.
Alright, Rosa it is then.
Well, we already asked him about death. He says he feels like he's dead, but apparently that's because he thinks he has a flu. So not much we can do about him. He does have this pinboard up.
Those look like articles Jeremy wrote for the City Post. None from the Village Eye, though. Can't say I blame him.
I don't know if the Village Eye is a real thing, but apparently the guy who made these games think it sucks.
Oh my god. Is that
And-
me? I mean, us?
Yeah, you remember the '05 Christmas party?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
I was going through some old pictures when I came across yours. That's why I thought to call you.
I see.
Apparently that's what they looked like when he was alive.
Ugh, what a horrible picture of me. It's Jeremy, back when he was alive.
Indeed.
I don't even remember getting this picture taken.
Maybe she was drunk. I mean, we did learn in the third game. Apparently she has quite a way with the bottle, but
This was really 5 years ago? I barely remember it.
apparently this was 5 years ago. Have all the other people left yet? Yeah, I guess they have. And sure enough, this guy's the only one that stayed, so welcome aboard, I suppose.
I never knew Jeremy was so religious.
Oh, I'm not. Not really. It belonged to my grandmother.
So I guess we don't really have anything else to do here, so let's get going.
Hey, look. Before you go, I just want to, well, apologize. I know it's a bit weird calling you up and asking you such a big favor like this.
Don't worry about it.
Well, when I'm over this flu, I'll make it up to you. I promise.
No, you don't have to do that, really. Just take care of yourself.
Well, that was unexpected.
Yep,
Yeah,
it
I
was.
suppose.
You know where that newspaper office is?
Yeah.
Then let's hop to it.
So off to the City Post we go. We don't know what it looks like, but we will find out very soon.
Could I help you?
Oh god. That's a receptionist.
What do you know about Jeremy Sams?
Jeremy? He works here. His office is just up there on the second floor, but I haven't seen him in a few days.
So you don't know where he is now?
I have no idea. If you'd like to leave him a message, I'll let him know you stopped by.
Yeah, apparently she doesn't know what happened with Jeremy, but we can let her know.
Do you know anything about Jeremy's death?
Huh?
Jeremy's death. I'm kind of looking into it.
Jeremy's dead? Are you serious?
You mean you don't know?
Of course not. What happened to him?
I'm not sure.
What do you mean you're not sure? How did he die? What happened?
I don't know.
Where is he now?
I don't know. Right.
This is sick. I think you should get out of here before I call security.
That's my girl, making friends wherever she goes.
Well, apparently she's not buying it. We could ask again.
I was told you'd be expecting me. My name is Rosangela Blackwell.
Sorry, I wasn't told anything.
Really? I need to go inside and pick up some notes.
Sorry, but if you don't have permission to be here, I can't let you in.
Well, unfortunately apparently that story Jeremy gave us of calling in advance was not true. Shockingly, but
I really do need to see Jeremy's notes. Maybe you could get them for me?
No, I can't.
and she refuses to go inside, so
Could I ask you a few questions?
I don't think so, no. Just leave, please.
she really doesn't want to talk to us, so
I'll be going, I guess.
Bye.
Fortunately though, Joey doesn't have that same restriction, so
Not much I can do in there.
we can tell him to go and snoop around for us. Have him check out the decor.
Snazzy. I guess that kind of thing impresses some people.
So whose office is this up here?
It says Junior Reporters. That must be where Jeremy's desk is.
Somehow he knows.
There's nothing down that hallway I need to see.
And he doesn't want to explore further, so might as well go into this place. And see what's going on in these cubicles.
An office cubicle. Empty.
And
I
this-
can't make heads or tails out of what this says.
Okay, fair enough. What about this right here?
An office cubicle. Empty.
What about this conspicuously colored thing on the table?
Looks like a press pass.
That could come in useful, but I don't think we can get it since he can't handle physical objects.
Does it want a hug?
As demonstrated there. 7 PM the highlight, and somehow he automatically knows it's a park.
It's the notebook that Jeremy asked us to find. It's closed right now. I can't read what's inside.
Oh, and the computer.
It's one of them computer things.
Well, so
It's one of them...
we didn't really manage to find out anything.
I'm not
other
just
than-
gonna float through any random door I see. Leads into an office.
So we didn't really manage to find out anything except that post-it note about the park. So let's see if we can't look into that. Oh hey, look who it is.
No.
It's
He looks pretty grim. I wonder what he's doing here.
it's a detective from the Shiva.
Excuse me, officer?
It's Detective Durkin, and you shouldn't be up here at this hour.
So what happened? Why is there a chalk outline on the floor?
Did something happen here?
No, I'm doing street art. Of course something happened. You should run along home. You don't want the same thing to happen to you.
So, gee, I wonder if someone died here.
Someone died, didn't they?
Gee, what tipped you off?
Oh hey,
Believe me when I say you don't want to be involved.
it's the same attitude as before.
Could you tell me who it was?
Couldn't, even if I wanted to, because we don't know.
So it's, what do you call it, John Doe?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
That's interesting.
I think I know who the victim was.
You do, huh?
His name was Jeremy Sams.
And how do you know this?
I just do?
You just do. Yeesh. What is it about parks that brings out all the crazies?
He's really dragging out that cigarette.
I'm positive the victim is Jeremy. Maybe I can ID the body.
You wanna come look at the body? You know how crazy you sound?
I do?
You come out of nowhere and say you know a stiff by looking at an outline on pavement? Yeah, sounds crazy. Even if you could ID the guy, it wouldn't hold up.
Well, it is a possibility, but I guess it doesn't really make sense that someone would just come up and ask to ID a body they've never even seen.
I'm offering information here. Why won't you take it?
You think you're the only crackpot with a theory? We have procedures. We'll release a photograph and then get a proper ID. Now run along.
But this guy doesn't want our help.
I'm offering information.
You think we have... Now run...
He says the same thing.
Right. I'll be back.
It's a free country.
But we do have something that we could use to prove to him that we know who that guy is.
Come on in. Oh, hi, Rosa. Make yourself at home.
And namely, this photograph.
Jeremy, could I have this photo?
Really? You want it?
If it's okay.
Sure. I've got copies somewhere. Go right ahead.
Thanks.
So now we have this to prove to the guy that we know who the corpse was. So let's go do that now. Here we go.
Is this the same man you found?
Let me see that. That's him, all right. What did you say his name was?
Jeremy Sams.
Jeremy Sams. And what's your relation to him?
We used to work together.
You know any of his family? Anyone we can notify or speak to?
I know he was a reporter for the City Post.
Right. I'll give him a call. And we're gonna have to follow up with you, too. You got a number?
Here's my card.
Spiritual services, huh? Why do I always end up with the nuts? Anyway, right. Good night. Don't stay up here too long. It ain't safe.
Yeah,
You're welcome?
they left. But someone stayed. Yeah, it seems to be the standard procedure. And, okay, now that we've done that, maybe we can return to the City Post.
Oh, it's you. I just got off the phone with the police. You were right. Jeremy is really dead. I just saw him 2 days ago. He was always nice to me.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. About before, I was a complete jerk. Why didn't you say it was murder?
I wasn't sure at the time.
Police seem pretty sure. You said you were investigating his death?
Yes, I wanted to take a look at his desk.
Right. I'll buzz you in. The place is empty. I'm just here holding the phones. Take as much time as you need. Just find whoever did this, okay?
I'll do my best.
Yep. So apparently now we're being let inside. And apparently the guy that we met as a ghost got murdered, but we already dealt with the Countess in the previous game, so we know that she can't be responsible. So we got another villainous ghost about, or maybe it's a guy, we don't know. But finally we can get a notebook.
All right, Jeremy, what were you up to? Let's see if it was worth getting killed over. According to this, Jeremy interviewed a woman named Penelope Haynes.
Penelope Haynes, it says.
Looks like Jeremy tried to speak to someone named Penelope Haynes over the phone.
Maybe we can look into that. Apparently he left his phone somewhere.
Jeremy lost his phone somewhere. I wonder if anyone found it. Looks like Jeremy... A definite connection. Connection to what?
Yep. Apparently she's connected to something.
It says that Jeremy followed up with someone, and whoever it was tried to scam him.
A scam, it says. But she can connect him.
It says that Jeremy followed up with someone, and...
So we have a few things to go on. And might as well pick up this press pass while we're here.
It's a laminated press pass that I took from the City Post newsroom. It seems to be expired, so I doubt anyone will miss it.
Apparently it's expired though.
This
and,
lists the priority stories that the paper needs to cover. The
Oops.
topic, yacht crash, is circled and underlined. Wonderful.
Yep, that thing that we were responsible for is really being looked into. So now that we've gathered that much information, let's get out of this place and see if Jeremy can fill us in any of this stuff that he was looking into.
Come on in. Oh, hi, Rosa. Make yourself at home.
Yeah, about
Jeremy?
this stuff.
Yes?
I got your notebook.
Oh yeah, that
You
too.
are a rock star.
Here you go. Take it.
Right. On second thought, could you read it out to me? This flu is making me a bit fuzzy. I'm having trouble focusing my eyes.
Are you sure?
Yes, please.
Sure,
Well,
Jeremy.
okay, if you say
Thank you.
so. He's really in denial, huh? He seems to be aware that he's not a person, but he's not gonna spell it out. I guess that's his way of being in denial.
You wrote about someone named Penelope Haynes.
Penelope Haynes, yeah, she's an interesting case. She's a victim, but doesn't believe she's a victim at all. She embraces it. I wish it was uncommon, but unfortunately it's not.
What do you mean?
God, my head, it's like thinking through a straw. Penelope, she's the weak link. She's a talker. Most people don't like to talk about this kind of thing, but she does.
Talk about what?
It's hard to explain.
Why don't you try us?
No. I'm just really sick, okay? I can't think straight.
Of course, you're sick. I understand.
Thank you.
But I do need more to go on.
Speak to Penelope. She lives up on Park Avenue. She's a bit old, so be patient with her.
So apparently now we have Penelope's address. Oh, Later King. And guess we could ask him about the stuff we gave to him.
Remind me.
Penelope knows something, if I remember right.
So he's just trying to direct us to Penelope, so...
So, when did you leave the Village Eye?
A little after you. Most of us did.
Really?
Our boss was a slime ball, and when you left, we all followed your example.
I had no idea.
Fortunately, though, we don't seem to have any
Well,
more
I
trouble
better
with...
get...
Alright. Thanks again, Rosa.
We dropped frames, so I guess the Dota 2 tournament isn't being as intrusive. So let's go see what this Penelope Haynes has to say.
Yes? Penelope Haynes?
I'm Madison Haynes. Penelope is my mother-in-law. Can I help you?
She had a visit from a reporter not too long ago, a Jeremy Sams from the City Post.
Oh, you're with them. Come in. Sorry, but you're out of luck. She no longer lives here.
So, hardly the person we're looking for doesn't live here anymore.
Where did she go?
Where she can be taken care of. She's quite elderly. A nice enough woman, but needed a lot of looking after. As you can see, we just had a child. I couldn't look after both of them, not if I wanted to keep my sanity.
So she's in a nursing home.
An assisted living center, yes.
I see. So which one is it?
Could you tell me what center she's in?
I don't think that's a good idea. When your friend from the newspaper came, she became quite agitated. She was always a little unstable, but she became much worse. I don't know what you want with her, but I don't think I should tell you where she is.
Okay. So, this woman here is not being very cooperative. Guess we could try to butter up the baby.
That's a cute kid you've got there.
Thanks. His name is Chris. He's about 8 months old now. He's a little terror, but he's mine.
So what did Jeremy do here exactly?
What did Jeremy speak to Penelope about?
You don't know? Aren't you from the paper too?
Not exactly. Jeremy is, ill. I'm following up on his interviews, trying to learn what he did.
I see. Well, I don't know what they spoke about. He spoke to her privately in her room just over there.
So apparently she's not gonna tell us anything else, so...
Well, thanks for the chat. I might be back to follow up.
I don't really have anything else to tell you, but bye.
So let's take a different approach and send Joey in to snoop around.
I wouldn't kick her out of bed, but only if she lost the attitude.
And about the kid, why not?
He's staring right at me. Kids that young have always been able to see ghosts like me. They never get scared, though. I guess they don't know any better.
Yeah, apparently kids that are very young can see ghosts as well. That's an interesting bit of trivia. I just got a follow from a certain someone. And apparently Vincent was in the mic chat at some point. So what can we do with Joey? Maybe go into the door?
There's nothing but a long hallway down this way. I can't go any further.
Try to talk further with the baby.
So, kid, how's it going? Oh, no need to get up. Oh, hey, watch it!
Yeah, apparently we got a kid following us now. That should be interesting. What if we go through the door?
I swear, Chris, you've got a skull tougher than your father's.
Yeah, letting your kid bump his head on the door, that's great parenting. It doesn't look like we can do much with that kid though. Maybe if we go through this door we'll be able to find something. Like a pendant on the
Some
bed.
kind of green trinket. It's a brochure. It looks like it's for a nursing home. The place is called Seagram Assisted Living, and it's got a branch down on East 33rd.
Yeah, apparently...
What do you want me to do? Blow on it?
Maybe. Yeah, apparently by looking at that brochure, we found out...
I found out where they stashed the old lady. It's a place called Seagram.
Did you get the address?
Of course I did.
Seagram, which apparently has a branch in a bunch of stuff, because if you recall, the Seagram company was also the contractors in the second game. Just a bit of... like an Acme sort of multi-branched company, I guess. So now we're at the nursing home with names.
Looks like a list of doctors that are on call. None of the names look familiar.
Yep, gotta go fast. Or we could also go slow, if that's... if you can't take the speed, we could just take a leisurely pace. Just slow down and take the time to slowly walk over to the left, but we're not doing that because this is making me sick. Gotta go fast.
Hi. Is this Seagram Assisted Living?
You've got the right place. What can I do for you?
That doesn't look like her, now does it? I guess we could ask about the person we're looking for.
I'm looking for a Penelope Haynes. Does she stay here?
Mrs. Haynes? She spends her time in the common area most days. It's on the second floor, you can't miss it.
Thanks.
So hey, it's someone else from the mass chat exodus, but the other person left. Fair enough. Yeah, apparently the person we're looking for is here.
Can you tell me anything about Penelope Haynes?
Her? Nice lady. Very... I guess you could call her spiritual. She hangs out in the common room most of the time.
Spiritual, huh?
Could you tell me a bit about this place?
Well, if you want my opinion, this is one of the best assisted living centers in New York. But you don't want to hear a PR spiel, I'm sure. If you're interested, take one of our brochures over there.
Okay. And I'm guessing the visiting hours should be fine.
It's okay if I go visit her?
We like to think of our residents as guests, not patients. We take care of them, but this is their home. As long as you don't bother anybody, you can come and go as you please.
That's
Thanks
a great
for the
policy.
help.
Have a good day.
What security? Who needs security in a place like New York City? That's a great way to look at things. So, and it's very convenient for our purposes, though.
There. It's only visitors.
I don't know. So there's a guy looking out the window.
An old man. He's just staring out the window.
And presumably this is who we came to look for.
I'm guessing that's Penelope Haynes.
Let's see what Joey has to say about this.
Some old broad.
Of course.
Look at that sad sack. Dying young has one thing going for it, at least. I'll never end up like him.
That's one way to look at it. So let's...
Penelope Haynes?
Speak.
Oh, Madison. Well, this is a surprise.